Democrats and the media are reacting to the health care bill passed by the House last week with the sort of thoughtful, measured commentary one usually sees only at an 8-year-old girl's birthday party after a mouse gets in and the shrieking children knock over the cake and the candles set the house on fire and the fire trucks rushing to the scene crash into one another and one engine explodes over an undetected gas leak, causing the entire street to go up in billowing flames that engulfed the surrounding buildings, causing them to collapse on both the inhabitants and innocent passersby. In an editorial in the New York Times, a former newspaper, Times editor Blithering Prevarication III said, quote, "Because of this disastrous Republican bill, everyone will die. Old people sitting all unsuspecting in their wheelchairs will suddenly keel over, expiring with pitiable gasps. Women forced to go into labor, just like in The Handmaid's Tale, will end their lives shrieking for mercy. Men in the prime of life will be hit by cars and crushed under construction equipment. And innocent children will slowly grow to adulthood, then become old and finally waste away," unquote. When told that everyone would die whether the Republicans passed a bill or not, the Times editor curled up in a corner of his office and began to weep quietly at the meaningless tragedy of life. Make-believe American Indian Senator Elizabeth Warren also reacted negatively to the bill. Warren had recently returned from a Vision Quest, the Native American rite of manhood in which young boys become warriors, and was already disappointed to find she remained a querulous old white woman. But when she heard about the health care bill, she really got upset. Warren issued a statement saying, quote, "Under Obamacare, every American could receive unaffordable health insurance, allowing them access to doctors they hated until the market collapsed and everything was in chaos. But this bill ruins all that. This is what happens when a bunch of white men are allowed to change our laws, break our treaties, and steal the lands of our fathers until we weep no more forever in the happy hunting ground," unquote. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer burst into tears when the bill passed, telling reporters, quote, "The Statue of Liberty is crying because she has a statue of cancer and can't afford to go see a gigantic copper doctor for treatment," unquote. Democrat news agencies, including ABC, CBS, and NBC, all denounced the bill, saying, quote, "We hope stinky, rotten Republicans will be torn limb from limb by armies of half-dead women with pre-existing conditions and unwanted pregnancies caused by incestuous rapes, and then we'll laugh at those mean Republicans. Oh, just wait and see if we don't. Ha, 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 nya, nya, nya," unquote. The bill hasn't passed the Senate yet and has no final form, making it impossible to know what effect it will have. But if media reports bear any relation to reality, it will be a disaster. Fortunately, there's little chance that media reports will bear any relation to reality. They never have before. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.